Okay, no screwing around today. We're going straight to the in-between. So from around here I should be able to identify the North Pole. There it is. I can see the smoke. What is on the South Pole? Just curious. The South Pole is the quantum moon locator. Everything else here is in between, and there's so much stuff in between. I'm scared. Let me just find a nice place to land ship here. And what do we do? Did we just go straight down and hope for the best? Might check out this corridor first just to see if that leads back into the Sunless City. Oh, hell. Was this a bad choice? Quantum Shard, okay. Maybe not. Melloray. Coleus is missing! He vanished from the Lakebed Cave, the one at the bottom of the dry lakebed at the North Pole, several days ago, and we're unable to find any trace of him. I don't know how much air he had when he disappeared. I beg any friend reading this, help us recover Coleus. Melloray. This rock is very familiar. Did you travel here, my sedimentary friend? Because your unique colour and texture appears identical to a rock I met earlier. Melloray. Wasn't this same rock fragment in the cave we found at the bottom of the dry lakebed at the North Pole? This is where we're going to learn about quantum entanglement, surely. Coleus. We plan to re-examine the northern Lakebed Cave. Maybe our friendly rock will meet us down there. Coleus. An update. Melloray and I went back to the Lakebed Cave and observed this rock again. Sometimes it's there and sometimes it isn't. Melloray. That means this rock wanders like the quantum moon does. How curious. Everything is pointing me down there. Absolutely everything. I will go back and refuel my oxygen and fuel. But maybe what I need to do is just go straight down. Alright, here we go. That's a long way down. I was hoping by coming this way, it would shorten my path, but apparently not. I don't think I've passed anything on the left there. Okay, I don't see a way back up. Don't see any stairs, so... I'm not sure if that's a record or not, but it's close. Hell, so I can only access this cave at a certain time in the time loop. That complicates things. What does that mean? It means I need to bring the ship down there so that I've got access to oxygen and then wait. What I'll do now though is basically go to the same area. I'll see if I can get my ship close to that entrance. I don't know why it's saying undershot target. We're pretty dang close. Look at the equator of this place. Trying not to damage my ship here, but... that's got to be something there, surely. A shrine or some sort of text there. Can I land here? I mean, it's very rocky, so I'm assuming the answer is no, but I would love to land here and check that out. That's got to be something. I can tell it's something. I said it's something, so it's got to be something. Can you please just, settle down here? Pretty please? Down. You get a hold there? Of course not. No, ship's not stable here. There's another one over there, so maybe it's nothing. Oh god, what the hell's going on? Am I getting ejected? I can't fly for shit. Is there something here? The answer is an absolute definitive, I don't know. Right, enough of that. North Pole, North Pole. I don't think it fits. Question is, can I get back in here if I fall out like that? I can, so this gives us a place to refuel and get our oxygen back. It ain't pretty. And I don't know exactly how far down we have to go. No, it's here, never mind. It ain't pretty, but that will work. But yeah, look at this. We can't approach this area right now because the place is filling with ash. I assume this is where I need to go anyway. So that place is going to fill, and I assume it's going to recede at some point. The question is, how long is that process going to take? I mean, it could be worse, chat. You could be watching a video right now, watching paint dry. I don't think it'll be terribly long though, because last time we got down here reasonably quickly, I think, and the ash was already very low. So I think what will happen is it'll get to here, and then it will start receding. Might just step back a bit if that's alright. Oh god. Whoa. Do I need to reconsider my life decisions, my words and deeds? I'm feeling very uncomfortable about this all of a sudden. Don't ask me why. But I'm assuming I need to get in here. Fuck. Alright, let's go. I mean, we've established that it doesn't fit. But knowing this game is going to troll me, and I'm going to fall in there now. What in good God? I would love to know when this reaches its zenith. Thing is, I haven't been keeping close track in OBS of the times involved, so I don't know exactly when that's going to be. Can I get out of here or am I stuck? I think it's stuck. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm stuck. I'm legitimately stuck. I can't move the ship. I'm trying to work it loose. Are we loose? We're loose. We're free. So what was I saying? I would love to know when it reaches the highest points here, simply because at that point, I believe if we check out Ash Twin, whatever is on the surface is going to be exposed. Problem I've got here is unless I can see those stairs and keep an eye on them, I can't tell if it's receding or not, and it looks like it is still coming up. So basically what I want to do is, can I get back to cockpit view? We'll just fire a scout there and I'll leave that there. What I want to do is once it starts receding, I want to quickly check out Ash Twin and see if there's anything there. But I've also got to go down here and get into the fucking cave, don't I? Decisions, what do I do? I'll probably do a lot of cutting, that's what I'll do. It's got to go down at some point. It has to. But look at it, it's just climbing. Right, well if nothing else exciting happens, I might do a little bit of cutting here. Maybe when it reaches the top it'll start receding, I don't know. When it starts receding, I'll cut back in. Alright, so I've cut out about 2.5 to 3 minutes. It is coming up to the top of these stairs. Is it going to keep rising, or will it hit this point and go, yep, you know what, that's enough? It's still rising! Holy crap. Alright, so where's the next threshold? Is it all the way up here? I mean, Chert's just over there, for Christ's sakes. Alright, I'll cut back in. Alright, it's almost up to the lip here, and it's showing no sign of stopping. This is basically the first set of stairs where I came down. I'm hoping it reaches this lip, and then decides, you know what, I've had enough, I'll start receding. Just on the bottom right of screen there, that is literally Chert's platform. And really, I could probably get out here and just watch it from outside, but I've been R2ing in this ship the entire time. No, never mind, it's still coming up. This is insane. This is actual insanity. Where's Chers? She's not far, she's over there. Wrong button. Wish I can get rid of that without, I can probably do that, can't I? No, I can't do that, never mind. It's all the way up here. I mean, I guess it. When we were going through the caves the first time, we were told to beware of the rising ash. And the shelter is safe, but everywhere else is not. Oh, look at that. I'll go there soon, I promise. How do I roll? I need to get rid of the scout, don't I? Yeah, I can't actually roll with the scout launcher out. Is it going to reach here as well? It's still encroaching. Oh dear. It's such a cool effect. But basically I want to see this stop, and then I immediately want to go to Ash Twin and see whatever the hell I can see there. Heck, maybe I should just go over there now. I'm tempted, but I'm not going to do it just yet. I need to see where this stops. And then I think after I've done this loop, I'll quit for a bit, do a calculation of time, and figure out exactly when this occurs so that I can better prepare for the next couple of loops. I don't think it's stopping, chat. I tried to get into that cave as quickly as I could. Maybe that cave is not where I'm supposed to go. But having said that, there's a bunch of stairs which lead to that hole in the ground, so... That, I believe, is... well... I believe it's where the Lakebed Cave is, where Corlius was, but who the hell knows at this point? Is it still going to climb up there? Because if so... Yep. Okay, you know what? I think I've seen enough. I've seen enough. It can't get as high as Chert, very clearly, but it can go pretty damn high. Where is the Ash Twin? Right, first question, where can I land this thing? Anywhere here looks good. That's insane though, we need to spend God knows how long waiting before we can actually explore this place. That makes me think that I need to manage my time better. Nomai, dead Nomai. Black hole thingamajig. That doesn't work. Am I safe here? I don't feel safe. Just want you all to know that. Upstairs. No idea where's. Like an archive or something? I have a scroll, but I have nowhere to read it. There better be something good in here. Hi. Friends visiting from the Hanging City? We are planning the Ash Twin project at the High Energy Lab on Ember Twin's equator. Okay, I've not found that. Kanoi. I became lost on Ember Twin. My gratitude that Raimi found me. But the High Energy Lab is the building with the large solar panels. I'm surprised I didn't see it. Okay, I've seen it, but I haven't tried getting inside it. The High Energy Lab. Raimi. I imagine our otherwise immensely clever Kanoi would lose his own head if it weren't anatomically impossible. How is that? Yeah. They're aliens, I'm not going to ask. Okay. Unfortunately, that didn't tell me much, other than there is something at the solar panels over there. A high energy lab. Ash is still flowing over there. Ah, fuck. Okay, I'm possibly dead. I don't know. What's over here? A broken door. We're not going that way. The ship is on the other side of this column. No, never mind. The column's moving. No, never mind. The ship's over there now. Fuck. Was there anything else over here? Oh. Alright, farewell ship, it was nice knowing you. Is it going to start flowing in the other direction now? I hear it, but I don't see it. This one works. What's in here? Apart from a bunch of oxygen and trees and shit. Already? I could explore this place, but I've got a very limited amount of time to do it. Wow. I see it. Can I read any of it without flubbing? Probably not. Clary, here's our first delivery, Yarrow. 1 warp core fresh from the Black Hole Forge. Root is installing this core sibling on Bristle Hollow as I write this. Yarrow, my gratitude, Clary. With this, the Ash Twin project is underway. Yarrow, I confess I'm deeply curious about what you and Poke found on the Whitehall station that started this project. Could I visit sometime to learn more? Clary, I recommend you do. The Whitehall station is the model for the towers being built for the Ash Twin project, so a visit to the station would be doubly useful. Yarrow, I suppose what precisely? I would like to visit the Whitehall station with you, Clary. Yarrow, stop using the scroll wall to flirt with my sister in romantic matters. Her density rivals the neutron stars, and go meet her on the Whitehall station. I'd be happy to explain our findings. Clary, I wish I could wait here for you to arrive, but the forge and my unfinished work there is calling. I'll return with more materials soon. Is there anything else in here? Probably. But it doesn't matter because we're dead. Right, so we have established that we can explore Ash Twin. It loses all of its ash at the end of the sodding loop. That's deeply distressing. So, I have 2 thoughts regarding the Lakebed Cave. Firstly, I'm potentially not the correct area. Secondly, I need to get there stupidly fast to try and figure out what's going on. Thirdly, I said there are only 2 things, but there's now a third. Maybe there's a way that I can stop the ash flow somehow to access that cave. I am not going to bother with the computer, I'm just going to fucking go. Dodge that tree. Right. I swear one day I'll get those controls correct. I've just got to go for it ASAP. No screwing around with a equator or the high energy lab or whatever else it is. I've just got to go. That's fine. It's not fine if I can't figure out how to exit my own ship, though. Where am I? I've got no idea where I am. No, really, I've got no idea where I am. I might be meditating very shortly. I assume my goal is to go down, but I'm very, very lost. I could hear the ash already coming in. Fuck. Yeah, nah, it's too late. Is this a cave? It is! I landed at exactly the correct spot. Where am I going? Let me hug the left-hand wall. Most my flashlight's turned on, doesn't it? Could maybe go up. This actually looks promising. Although, I've got to get onto this rock, don't I? Just waiting for the booster to charge. Come on. Ah, come on, fuck you, get up there. Got it. This has to be something. It can't not be something. That's what I keep telling myself. Please. Where the hell am I and where am I going? That's a dead end. If this is just like a back entrance to the Hanging City or whatever, I'm gonna be pissed. I don't know if I can get through there, but at the same time I don't believe I have another path. Unless this way takes me somewhere. It does. Okay, now I believe I'm trapped, unless there is a path above. There's no way through here, correct? And there's no way through... Really? I think I've been on the other side of that wall. That's where I came from. Or is it? I don't know. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Wait. Okay, we got some quantum bullshit going on. We got some quantum bullshit going on. It's gotta be quantum bullshit going on. What? How does that work? I'm forgetting the rules. I'm forgetting how to do this. That gets me up a bit further, but... more arson class chat. Okay, there's our oxygen. Have we actually found Coleus? Melloray. If you come here to look for Coleus, this is where we were when he vanished. He's been missing for 2 days now. What happened before Coleus disappeared? Melloray. We were examining the different rocks. I recall Coleus standing on the largest one, the Wandering Rock. I was taking notes, and then my lantern died. It was standing on the rock, okay. Melloray. When I lit it again, Coleus and the rock were both gone. Anona. Your strange, wandering rock friend is here, though Coleus isn't. Melloray. Coleus and I observed this unusual-looking rock shard and several smaller rocks in at least 2 other caverns. I'm unsure if this is relevant. I suspect it's highly relevant. What is that? One moment. Yeah, everything in here is behaving in a quantum manner. This shit is terrifying. Okay, what do I have to do? I'm standing on the rock. I believe what's going to happen is I'm going to be teleported out of here, but I'm not sure how at this time. Right now I'm struggling to understand what the game's asking me to do. We move that there. There's our rock. What do I do with this rock? I can move that thing around. What am I doing with the rock though? This is the only place in the cavern where the rock can appear. And this has also got to be significant, surely. Wait a minute. Clever. Very clever. Coleus. How curious. This rock took me with it to a new location. I wonder why this happened. Coleus. Curious, but also alarming. This new cave appears to lack an entrance or exit. Also, the rock that brought me here disappeared while I wasn't watching. Coleus. The wandering rock has returned. Never before have I been so delighted to see a sedimentary specimen. Coleus. I wonder if I myself became quantum briefly when the rock carried me here. This seems the clearest explanation. Hypothesis. If the rock can bring me here, it can also carry me out. Coleus. My hypothesis was correct. I can travel on this rock as long as I'm not observing my surroundings, meaning I must be in complete darkness. I'm going to bring my mentor here to see this. Who is your mentor? I'm wasting time looking at this, but I'm going to see what it is. Psycad. You were going to bring Psycad here. Coleus. Melloray is here now too. Okay, so she actually made it here. We theorize when a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and ceases to act as an observer, explaining the need for darkness, the being can become entangled with that quantum object, and they move together. So, if we're touching a quantum object, but we don't see it, that said, we weren't looking at it, we had to be in darkness. We were standing on that rock and nothing happened until I turned the lights out and until I turned the flashlight off. Darkness, okay. The being can become entangled with that quantum object and they move together. How does that help on a quantum moon? I'm not sure, but I'll go there next. Melloray. Friends, Coleus has discovered a new quantum rule. He has also promised me he'll never vanish again, even if he does learn something useful from us. That's the third piece of knowledge we need, but right now I don't see how to apply it. I don't see a way out there. Well, I mean, we can go back here and try finding a way out, but honestly, I don't believe it's worth it. Interesting. So, what I might do very quickly, I don't know how long this video is going to be because I've cut a fair bit out and I've completely lost track of time, but what I might do is check out the quantum moon again. There's still a lot more that I need to check out on the in-between. But we understand the rule of quantum entanglement now. And by we, I'm referring to you because I'm not sure that I get it at all. We need to be in touch with the quantum object, but we also need to be in darkness perhaps. I don't believe looking at the object is enough. Yeah, we've got all of this shit here that I still need to look at. A nomad named Coleus was standing on the wandering rock when another nomad's lantern died. When they relit the lantern, Coleus and the rock were both gone. Here we go. To travel with a quantum object, I must stand on the object and cease to observe my surroundings, meaning I must be in complete darkness. Coleus used his quantum rule to escape the cave he was trapped in. Coleus and Melloray returned to examine the rock. They theorized that when a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and ceases to observe his or her surroundings, the being can become entangled with that quantum object, and they both move together. Okay. Nothing really new there. Nomai hypothesized that the quantum moon might be a form of macroscopic quantum mechanics. Yeah, I can understand that. Let's try going there again very quickly. I don't know if I'll be successful or not, or whether I'm going to potentially abandon my ship. That is, get out of the ship, go into the shrine, and then the ship just disappears because I've moved it to another planet. But I learned by doing, so let's do. That might... ah, fuck, it's gonna disappear, isn't it? Please. I'm looking directly at it. It can't possibly disappear when I go to the dark side of the planet. Yeah, it's totally disappeared, hasn't it? So I'm going completely the wrong direction. Jesus Christ. This is harder than it looks. Is it going to pop out this side, or is there nothing? It's there, okay. I was genuinely expecting that to disappear. Yeah, I guess it makes sense that this particular version of the Quantum Moon, which is on Giant's Deep, has a watery surface. Also, I'm beyond shocked that I'm not dead. Both from that and also going out onto the planet, or the moon, without my suit. That's telling me the atmosphere is breathable. So I do wonder if we move the Quantum Moon, if we do move it to different locations, we obviously end up at different versions of the Quantum Moon. Do I need to be at a certain place or a certain moon to pick something up? Going the wrong way. I want the shrine to be at the North Pole. I think that's really hard though. No, I'm definitely not interested in a spaceship. Okay, that's telling me that Giant's Deep is not a good candidate for the Quantum Moon. These appear when I turn that on. The sixth location, the shrine has to be at the North Pole. Quantum entanglement. We need to be in total darkness. We've already recalled the rule of quantum imaging to get here. I don't suppose there's any way I can control where we go. That's total darkness. And we need to be in contact with a quantum object, which I assume is this shrine. So in order to get this to the Eye of the Universe, the sixth location, I'm not going out to Dark Bramble, that is not fucking happening. I'm scared. Yeah, okay, that doesn't work. I think. Because we are not exactly on the North Pole. Fortunately, I cannot access the map to see exactly where we are. But we can do this, turn the lights out. Back on. No, I don't want to be here. Anywhere but here. Giant's Deep, that's good. No, hang on, Giant's Deep's got the massive tornado in the sensor. That doesn't work. Let's go to Timber Hearth. Dark Bramble, no, we've seen that that's mildly hostile. In between, North Pole had shirts at the North Pole. I don't think there's going to be anything gained by going to the North Pole. I mean, that's close, but it's not at the North Pole. I don't think I'm far off here, chat. So that was literally it. I just had to turn the lights off, which I already did to move the moon to Dark Bramble, but I've just actually learned what the rule is now. It is moving to the sixth and most secret location. I assume this is just RNG as to where we end up, as we haven't been to Timber Hearth and we haven't been to Bristle Hollow. Come on. Maybe. No, look at this. It's telling me to go... Hang on, I'm going the wrong way. It was telling me to go above the cloud cover, and if that happens, then I'm kind of screwed. We're at the North Pole. Oh, fuck. Is this it? Is this it? I'm not going to open that up, there's no point. Come on. I'm scared. Just like that, the shrine is gone. I don't see anything here other than a path leading to the South Pole. And an intact Nomai. Solanum. We've seen your name before. You were making the pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon. Are you us? Are you receiving our memories? Who are you? Solanum. These are the two tenets of Nomai philosophy. To seek out and to understand is our way of living. Solanum. I imagine your purpose here is the same as mine, to learn about and to find the eye of the universe. Is it above us? Solanum. I'm unsure how you arrived here, however. Perhaps you came from another star system, as my clan originally did? I'm very worried about the amount of time this is taking. Solanum. Have you encountered a quantum shard on another planet? The shards look the same as the quantum moon's surface does now, while at the eye. Solanum. I'll stop saying their name because everything's going to say their name. From this, we can reasonably infer the quantum moon's natural state is as we see it now, and that the eye is its primary location. Given the quantum moon is the eye's moon, it's likely that any characteristics the moon exhibits are also exhibited by the eye itself. The quantum moon and its shards, for instance, are quantum, Thus, the eye is likely also quantum. In fact, this moon is probably quantum because its proximity to the eye made it quantum, the same way the areas surrounding quantum shards that landed on other planets eventually become quantum too. Did we see that at Atla Rock? I thought that might have just been dark bramble stuff. Can we get something there? You. Tell me about yourself, Solanum. I am on my first pilgrimage to the quantum moon. All Nomai in my clan make this journey when we come of age. Even though the eye cannot be reached from here, the quantum moon remains special to us, as it carries us nearer to the eye than any other place we know. We can't reach the eye from here, but we're close to it. I've journeyed here to be close to the eye. While the eye is obscured from our sight, we can see the quantum moon's reflection of the eye in the sky above us. We can see the quantum moon's reflection of it. Can't see shit. There is fundamental uncertainty throughout the universe. Normally, this uncertainty is only observable on a very small scale. As one approaches the eye, however, that uncertainty grows enormously. The quantum moon probably exhibits macroscopic quantum behavior because of its proximity to the eye. Shards that broke off from the quantum moon have a similar effect, as I imagine you've seen elsewhere in this star system. Conscious observation forces a quantum object to collapse to a single possibility. But what would happen if a conscious observer somehow entered the eye itself? Over time, this has become my clan's greatest question. We are orbiting the eye of the universe now, although we cannot see it, only the quantum moon's reflection of it. The eye is older than the universe itself, and my clan believes it dwells in an extremely distant orbit around this star system. I've never met one of your kind before. It's an honor to speak with you. I particularly admire your 4 eyes. There are many questions I would ask if I could comprehend your language. You have my gratitude for understanding mine. I am Solanum, a Nomai. My clan arrived in this star system before my birth, and we now call it home. This is the quantum moon, where we both are standing. Despite also orbiting other celestial bodies, the quantum moon is the eye of the universe's moon. I think that's all we get out of you. Like, these are actions and these are... like, those yellow ones are verbs and these ones are nouns, so to speak. Oh god, no, we can combine these, never mind. Is this your first time on the quantum moon? It's my first time here. If you come here looking for answers, I hope you find them. We could be here a very long time. Suppose you could reach the eye of the universe. Would you try to enter it? What do you imagine the effects of a conscious observer might be? Me and you, how are we linked? We aren't. We do not have much connection, you and I. Still, this encounter feels special. I hope you won't mind if I think of you as a friend. Right, I think we've done everything we can on the me stone, so let's put that over there. I put those two together. What about you and the eye of the universe? I mean, we pretty much know what you want, but in your own words. Many in my clan have believed the eye called to us for a particular purpose. When I was a child, I used to believe the eye was malevolent, to have lured my clan to this star system only to then vanish from them so completely. Yeah, they mentioned that the eye was sending a signal, they followed it, and then the eye stopped sending its signal. But I don't fear the eye anymore. In fact, it became my fondest hope to see the eye itself, someday. But I fear this may be beyond my reach. You may think I'm strange, but I have a hypothesis that I may not be entirely alive. Perhaps my journey has reached its end. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder that as well. We could be dead and we might just be reliving our past. Just doing different actions within this time loop. We were blown up into supernova and yeah, we're dead. We're just going through past actions over and over. You and the Quantum Moon. Like many of my clan before me, I journeyed here to see the Quantum Moon's reflection of the eye. They only ever saw a reflection, damn. This is the closest any of us have come to seeing the eye itself. You may think I'm strange, but I have a hypothesis. Did I just read that? I definitely read that one, but I'm not sure if I read that one. I don't think I did. Am I losing my mind, chat? I mean, the answer is yes, very clearly, but I've done me, I've done that one, so the last one that remains is to combine these two. I imagine you've noticed the Quantum Moon changes in appearance depending on which location it is currently orbiting. For instance, the moon looks quite different when orbiting Giant's Deep than it does when orbiting the Hourglass Winds. Absolutely. Because the Quantum Moon clearly changes in its different forms, the eye, being this moon's primary location, must be similarly malleable. From this, we can hypothesize that the eye represents extreme changeability. That said, despite its malleable nature, the Quantum Moon becomes locked to one specific version of itself when it is consciously observed. But what would happen if a conscious observer were to enter the eye? What do we make of that? The eye changes as well, just like the Quantum Moon. If I were to take a photo of what we see here of the reflection and then go out, do we see something? Don't know. But I don't think there's anything more that this folk can tell me. Can I place it on the ground perhaps and then point it up? Can I go up? I'm back on Timber Hearth, correct? Yeah. Okay, so immediate thought is, can I place the... I might not be able to get back there in time. Can I place a scout on the ground? Take a photo of the eye, make it look up, take a photo of the eye, and then get back out here. Also, this is no good, I'm not at the North Pole. Shit. Yeah, I knew that wasn't going to work. And any minute now, the sun's going to go nova. I can't leave it here, though. I have to see what happens. I need to get over to Timber Hearth. Bristle Hollow might work, but we know that Timber Hearth works. There we go. I just don't think I have enough time to do this. North Pole? Yeah. Ah! Motherfucker. Alright, let me restart the loop. But that's the last thing I'm going to try. I'm going to go back there, place the scout launcher on the ground, point it upwards at the eye, and then guess out. And that's where I'll call this video. We actually met another living Nomai. Which implies that maybe they haven't got extinct yet. Well, they can't have gone extinct. There's definitely one Nomai alive, but you know what I mean. Here's me thinking that they set up this automated system so that when they went extinct, they'll be able to do stuff with us and get us to solve the mysteries and whatever. But there is a real life Nomai here. An actual Nomai. That's all we got? Fuck off. Living Nomai, blah blah blah. At this location, the quantum moon becomes a reflection of the eye itself, likely the source of all macroscopic quantum phenomena. Solanum wonders what would happen if a conscious observer were to enter the eye. We just did that. And he has a hypothesis that he's not entirely alive. I can totally understand that. I barely feel alive at the best of times, chat. Okay, most of the audio that you're hearing right now has been recorded in post. I continued to play for about 35 minutes after this, and honestly, most of that time was spent trying to find the quantum moon on the star map, so I'm doing some pretty aggressive cutting here. I will say a couple of things that I have discovered though, as a result of playing these 35 minutes. They're nothing groundbreaking and you've pretty much seen everything already, but I'll just summarize it here. Going to the shrine on the North Pole, I have figured out that I need to land on the quantum variance of Giant's Deep. Other planets are just annoying. Giant's Deep is just one huge water world, that's easy. Go roughly to the North Pole, and then switch over to Timber Hearth. If I find myself on a different planet, what I need to do is go to roughly the equator or somewhere around there, then switch over to Giant's Deep, then go to the North Pole outside of Cyclone, switch to Timber Hearth, and then go directly to the North Pole. It's basically the easiest way of getting there without running into too many environmental obstacles or walls or anything else. I also figured out, and I apologize for this, that I definitely do not need to play with the light switch every time. I can just flick my flashlight. Now, doing the test, I got to Solanum, put a probe next to them, pointed it upwards, jumped into the sky, and I came straight back down here, and that happened on at least 2 different tests. Reviewing the footage, I do see that part of the planet was actually visible in the shot, so maybe that's interfering with it? I'm not sure. I need to go back there at some point to check out the shuttle again and maybe test that, but that will come later. I've definitely seen, and we saw it on the main footage, that if I jump up into the sky with no scout there, we land on the Timber Hearth variant. I have also seen and confirmed, and this took about 15 minutes of me just fiddling around trying to figure out how to get back there, that if we place a scout next to Solanum and then make the journey back, that is through Timber Hearth and back to Giant Steep, and then I think I went back to Timber Hearth here, I don't recall, I don't have the footage in front of me right now, but if we go back to the North Pole on a normal planet, the scout persists, and so does Solanum. And if the whole alive dead thing didn't make sense before, I think it does now. And finally, and this has raised a whole bunch of additional questions which I would love to answer, but reality is I'm just going to need to spend some loops doing nothing basically. I've seen that if we drop scouts on the Quantum Moon and then lift off from the Quantum Moon and access a star map, sometimes the scout appears to be in a blank location. Now, I'm not sure if that's the game just trolling me, or whether there is legitimately something at those points. I'm not sure. I suspect it might be the former. But I guess that would be the location of the Eye of the Universe, which we just can't see. Thinking some more though, the Deep Space satellite did take a photo of something unusual, a shadow in front of the sun. And I'm wondering that if I go to the satellite and just look at the sun for an entire loop, whether we'll see something interesting or not. What are the odds that whatever this object is, it'll pass in front of the sun in the 22-minute loop? Don't know. Either way, that is something that I want to test out at the start of the next video, but after that we'll be going back to the in-between and checking out all of the stuff that I've missed. It's a little bit frustrating because when we met Solanum for the first time, I genuinely thought we were close to the end of the game, but I'm seeing that there's not actually that much we can do now that we've landed on the Quantum Moon. We get some information, but not much else. Alright, so let's close this video off, and I'll be back shortly.